I've been posting on Instagram for a couple of years now, and I've gained some insane growth recently. As you can see, in the middle of June, I had this many followers, and then roll on just over a month's time, and I'd already hit 100K followers. I think I finally cracked the secret sauce of how to go viral. And I get asked this a lot. There's lots of graphic designers and creators out there that want to share their work, and they want to grow and build a platform, and they come to me and say, how did you do that insane growth? How did you go from this many followers all the way to 100K in, a matter of months? I think it's finally time to share what I know. So as you can see on my Instagram page, you can see I'm getting 1 million views every couple of weeks. It's really crazy. And I thought today is the day that I'm going to sit down and talk about how I do it, and you can apply this to your content and go viral too. Now, of all my videos, I do a little quick disclaimer. And let me tell you, a lot of people think that you need thousands of followers to go viral, get millions of views. That is not the case. Not anymore anyway. Maybe 5 years ago, that was the case when the Instagram algorithm was different and it favored popular content creators. However, now, since Instagram has copied TikTok's algorithm, anyone can go viral. If your video is good, it's enticing, and you follow these steps, which I'm going to go through, you have a chance to go viral. Some of the growth that I've seen from other people that are in my industry, they've gone from having no followers to 100K overnight. So yeah, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, and let's get into these 5 tips of how you can grow your Instagram and get thousands of views. Okay, so tip number 1. Hooking people in. Now, if you haven't heard this term before, it's basically just in the name. You're hooking someone in to watch your video. So as you know, as you're scrolling through Instagram, you're just scrolling until someone picks your fancy. You see a captivating title or something shocking on screen where someone's reaction is really over the top or anything like that. That is hooking you in to watch that video. And I'm going to tell you now about how I do that in a nice, authentic way that doesn't feel annoying. As I always like using examples to explain things instead of just telling you, I'm going to use the example of me making hot chocolate. I very recently got a hot chocolate machine, so I'm going to use that as an example of how you can hook someone in. So as you can see in the first video, this is not hooking you in. So I'm getting my mug, I'm opening up the chocolate packet, turning on the machine, shaking my milk, pouring it in, all that stuff, just generally showing the process. And it's not that interesting, and you're not going to stay watching. And now option B, this is where I'm hooking someone in. I had the title that says, I can't believe I've changed this one thing about my hot chocolate that made my housemate go, oh my God, this is the best ever. So it's the same kind of video as just A and B, but that B video has the hook that will make people go, oh my God, what is that? What has he done to change the hot chocolate to make it so good? And it hooks you in. It does the job. So as you can see, hooking is very easy. You just have to do something a little bit clever to make sure that people actually pay attention and stop at your video. And obviously you don't want to be annoying and clickbaity about it or disappoint people. If I say in that hot chocolate video, like, I changed this one thing about this hot chocolate, and then I don't actually tell them or show them, then that's just gonna be super annoying and people aren't gonna like it. Adding value to your videos. Now, you want to make sure that anything you're putting out there onto Instagram is giving value to people and letting people know that they actually gain something from watching your video. And the reason this is so important is because if someone finds value in your video or they've really learned something, they're more likely to share it, save it, send it to a friend, or comment, because people just generally want to thank you. It's really that simple. If someone likes your video and they've really gained something from it, they're going to let you know and tell you that how helpful you were. And all these actions of someone that found your content valuable is basically signaling to Instagram that other people will find that valuable too. If they're giving it a like, commenting, saving it, that is giving all these green lights to the Instagram algorithm to then boost it and send it to other people who will also do the same and save it, comment, like it, share it. And then it's just basically one big snowball effect that will just keep rolling. I don't know why. Every time I film, my cats go a little bit crazy and make lots of noise, so say hello to Poppy. She went to the vet yesterday, so she's feeling a bit sad. Okay, next up is cutting content. Now, I see this mistake all the time with creators that don't get many views. Their video is just filled with a lot of filler, it's way too long, you have to wait for ages to get to the good stuff, and it's just a little bit underwhelming. Now, we need to stop underestimating how bad our attention span is as people on social media. You've seen those videos on TikTok where I think it's called sludge content. I don't know if that's the correct word. It sounds a bit weird. Basically, it has a video on the bottom half and the top half. So you're watching one piece of content, but then you're kind of being kept interested with this other content below that's like someone playing with magic sand or jumping around on Minecraft. And it just really highlights that we have no attention span and we need to just be fed this quick content that constantly cuts, changes, adds text to actually stop us from just getting bored and scrolling. So let's go back to the example of me making hot chocolate. Now, this is going to be where I don't cut the content, and this is what the mistake people do. I'm showing myself grabbing the milk from the fridge, shaking it up, maybe showing you what milk it is, finding the packet in the box, opening it up, turning on the machine, pouring it in. It's very long and you kind of have to wait for all these steps. Before you know it, you're going to be halfway through and scroll because you just can't be bothered to watch anymore. And then we have option B, which is a lot shorter and snappier. So as you can see, I cut out all this stuff where I'm going to the fridge, getting the milk, shaking it. I'm just going straight to me opening it and pouring it in. I don't show myself finding which packet of hot chocolate to use. I just straight away rip open, pour it in my mug and start drinking it. So as you can see, B is just way more engaging because it's constantly moving. You don't have to wait for anything. You're being fed this information so quickly that you don't have time to get bored or scroll away because it's just moving so fast. Okay, next up is consistency. And yes, I know everyone talks about consistency, but I'm spinning it in a little different way. Okay, so before everyone would see consistency as basically just like churning out as much content as possible. Some social media gurus were even saying like post 5 times a day, just constantly get stuff out. Doesn't matter how good it is, just get it out. I couldn't disagree more with that. Now, obviously, I definitely think you should post often. I try and do once a day, maybe twice, but I'm not posting out 6 videos of just that no one cares about. So my definition of consistency is just making sure that every video that goes out there is bringing value, is entertaining, teaches someone something, or just looks visually beautiful or funny. You want your content to always be like knocking it out of the park and just being great and that people want to interact with it straight away. If people start to learn that your content is just mediocre, not always that good, maybe 1 out of every 10 videos you post is actually good, most of the time when someone sees you on their feed, they're just gonna scroll past because they're like, nah, their content is never really that good. But if you're consistently, and that can just be 1 time a day, posting real like golden nuggets, like really great content, people will watch that video and they'll be excited to see it because they just know how good your content is. And these loyal viewers that just love your content that you're posting out, they'll really be the ones that will be your biggest cheerleaders at the start when you post that video and it will start rolling out. If you've got this nice group of people that are just really loyal to your great content, that'll give the green light to Instagram's algorithm to start rolling it out more, sharing it to other people. Number 5. Now, this one is definitely the most important one, and that's why I've left it to the end, and that actually relates to what I'm going to be talking about. Now, none of us actually know the Instagram algorithm. If anyone says they do, they are lying. All these social media gurus that say, I know what the algorithm is. They don't, they're just guessing. They're making educated guesses, but it's still a guess. But there's one thing we sort of know. Obviously, maybe it's not been 100% confirmed, but we know that watch time is the most important thing. Because really, if we think about it from Instagram's perspective, they want as many people as possible to be on their app for the longest possible time. How do we do that? That is by making sure that people are staying on your video and just watching it and spending 30 seconds to a minute watching your content. And if someone does that, if they watch your whole video for a long time, it's going to tell Instagram that, wow, these people are sticking watching this video. They're not exiting the app because they're watching Callum's video. Let's share it to more accounts and more people so then they'll watch that video and stay on the app even longer because this is a great piece of content. And I hear you saying, how do we get people to stay watching my video for the longest time? And there's a trick that people use. You'll see it all the time, even in this video. You want to withhold your most important information or the answer to someone till the end of the video. So then you have someone having to watch the whole video to get to the important part. For example, this piece of content here, I'm showing this amazing color website where you get lots of different color combination and palette. I don't actually show what the website URL is to the very last moment. And yes, it might be slightly annoying, but people are going to be watching this video and waiting to find out what this URL is so they can go and view it themselves. And if I put it right at the start of the video, someone would watch it for a second and be like, okay, find that URL, skip, go off it and go look at that website. But because I've left it till the end of this 20-second video, they've now watched 20 seconds of my content instead of just 2 seconds. Anytime you're making content, just think about how you're layering up your content. You don't want to give out all the secrets and amazing stuff right at the start. You want to tease people, drag it along a bit, and then show it at the end. Our aim is to make people watch 100% of the video. Now again, you don't want to be annoying about this. There's definitely a balance here. You don't want to just like drag out this 1-minute video, not showing what something is until the very last second. That will obviously be really annoying and your viewers will see right through it. You just want to be subtle about it and just gently tease people and then give the content at the end that people are actually wanting. And that's it. That's the 5 tips that I use on all of my videos that get me thousands of views. And as you can see, I've got so many videos now with 1 million views, even 3 million views, 4 million views. So it just shows it does work. What I'm talking about isn't BS. If you put all these into practice, it might take a little bit of time to tweak it to see how it works for your content. You'll get more views, you'll get more followers, it's guaranteed. And that's it, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really excited to share these tips. Maybe I should have charged to do this because I have so many people asking me and I think I should have made an ebook about this, but I like giving free content like this. So if you're new here, I would love it if you give it a like, a subscribe, a notification bell. That will really help me and this channel, and it will allow me to give out more free content like this. And if you have any more comments or questions, write down in the comments below. I'm going to be here in the comments all the time, and I can't wait to start talking about your experiences with these. And that's me signing out. So thanks for watching.